Ladies and gentlemen, in the ongoing conflict in the Amhara region between the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces, the situation remains highly volatile, with intense fighting occurring on multiple fronts. Recent developments suggest that the conflict is escalating, as the ENDF has reportedly deployed a significant number of additional soldiers for a new operation initiated just 3 days ago. In this video, we will provide you with the latest updates from the battlefield. A significant development in this ongoing struggle is the alignment of Afar soldiers with the Amhara Fano forces, which has led to a notable victory against the Ethiopian army in the Berehet front. This victory was the result of a strategic relocation of Ethiopian forces from Manjar Areti to Berehet, where they have been embroiled in a fierce and protracted conflict, bolstered by the deployment of heavy weaponry in areas such as Costa Gabriel and Mentamar. Reports from sources affiliated with the Fano forces indicate that, in the course of this ongoing battle, they have managed to capture 2 Zu-23 loaded orals and 3 patrols, a significant blow to the Ethiopian army. The Ethiopian military has suffered substantial casualties, with thousands of its soldiers falling in the line of duty during the intense combat. On the Fano side, only 3 of their members have been reported as missing in action, a testament to the ferocity and resilience of their fighters. Notably, the battle has seen the participation of Afar ground drones, former members of the Afar Special Forces, and the inclusion of Afar youths, all of whom have aligned themselves with the Fano forces, adding further complexity to the conflict. ChatGPT reportedly, major preparations for a renewed conflict are underway in the Tigray region as the wounds of the past atrocities continue to fester. The question that arises is, who will be held accountable in this ongoing drama, ominously referred to as the Day of Sorrow? It is a tragic tale of mothers who just yesterday sent their sons to kill and are now preparing their other sons for the violence of tomorrow. The Tigray region of Ethiopia has declared a 3-day period of mourning that commenced on a somber Friday. This period is intended to provide parents with information about their sons and daughters who lost their lives during the 2-year war, which has been reported to have claimed hundreds of thousands of lives. The official announcement from the regional state television stipulates that these 3 days of mourning will be effective as of Saturday, during which entertainment activities are suspended to honor the bereaved families in their time of grief. The regional administration, however, has not disclosed the total number of its fighters who lost their lives during the protracted conflict between the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, and the administration of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. These 3 days of mourning serve as a poignant opportunity to remember the martyrs and to provide parents with information about the tragic losses of their sons and daughters. Reports by DW Amharic have indicated that cultural and religious practices of sharing grief are taking place throughout the region, as communities come together to mourn their fallen. In an effort to manage and coordinate the various activities associated with this period of mourning, the Regional Interim Administration has established multiple committees. According to DW Amharic, the heart-wrenching process of informing parents about the loss of their loved ones has revealed that many of those who perished in the war were in their early or mid-20s. Prior to joining the ranks of the TPLF, a significant number of these individuals were either students or part of the workforce. On the other side of the conflict, there have been reports of the federal government issuing certificates to the families of members of the Ethiopian Defense Force who lost their lives during the war with the TPLF between 2020 and 2022. Similar to the TPLF, the federal government has not disclosed the total number of soldiers who were casualties in the conflict. Former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo who played a role in facilitating the process that led to the Pretoria Agreement on behalf of the African Union, estimated that the conflict had resulted in approximately 1 million deaths on both sides. The war initially erupted in November 2020, when the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, reportedly launched an attack on several posts of the Northern Command of the Ethiopian Defense Force in what was described as a preemptive strike. Information released by the Eritrean government following the Pretoria Agreement suggested that as many as 3,000 Ethiopian soldiers lost their lives when the TPLF launched its offensive in November 2020. Beyond the Tigray region, the conflict also ravaged the Afar and Amhara regions, leaving a trail of destruction and heartache in its wake. The wounds of this prolonged and devastating war continue to haunt the nation, casting a shadow of grief and mourning over the land. The interim administration of Tigray has undertaken a commendable effort to provide support to the families of fighters who tragically lost their lives in the ongoing conflict. This humanitarian endeavor began just yesterday, aiming to extend much-needed assistance to the grieving families who have suffered the ultimate sacrifice. However, there remains a shroud of secrecy concerning the exact number of fighters who have fallen in the line of duty. The state government has chosen to keep this sensitive information closely guarded, perhaps as a means of respecting the privacy and dignity of the fallen fighters and their families. In light of this solemn period of remembrance and mourning, the regional authorities have made the poignant decision to fly the regional flag at half-mast for 3 consecutive days, commencing today. This symbolic gesture serves as a powerful and visible tribute to the martyred fighters who dedicated their lives to the conflict, defending what they believe to be just and honorable causes. This act of lowering the flag symbolizes a profound respect for the fallen, honoring their unwavering commitment and sacrifice. It is a gesture that resonates deeply with the community and serves as a solemn reminder of the toll that war and conflict exact upon individuals, families, and entire communities. It carries with it a message of solidarity with the bereaved families and a pledge to remember the fallen with reverence and gratitude. During these 3 days, the people of Tigray and its regional administration will come together to commemorate the martyred fighters, acknowledging their contributions and sacrifices. The sense of unity and shared grief during this period reflects the resilience and strength of a community in the face of adversity. As the region grapples with the profound losses and the enduring challenges brought about by the ongoing conflict, the decision to commemorate the fallen fighters through this symbolic act sends a clear message that their memory will live on and their sacrifice will not be forgotten.